up, everybody? Welcome back to Bartlett Arborist Supply, and today we're going to be talking about a work positioning lanyard. It's not a new system. It's been out for a hot minute, but it is worth noting that it's one of the most recognized work positioning lanyards out in the tree care industry right now, especially amongst a lot of arborists, climbers, tree people, you know what I'm saying? But so it is the Petzl Zillon, however you like to say it. It's right here. So let's take a look, okay? So inside the packaging, let's do this in ASMR, inside the packaging. Yeah, just like that. We have, and this one, let's start over. So the Petzl Zillon, been out for a hot second, work positioning lanyard. So this is it out of the bag. Don't need that no more. This is the 4 meter, so this is roughly 13 feet. It does have a working load limit of 140 kg, so roughly 308, 309 pounds. And in the rope itself, in the manual, they state that this is the rope to use. So whenever the system or the rope becomes or gets to the point that it's no longer usable and it's been retired, so long as this device still passes its proper inspection, Petzl does in their literature state that you must use their Zillon rope. Just as a little technical in there. But at the end at both ends, right? So if you take this, we look around, we stretch it out, we extend, and right there. So notice that there are two different color heat shrinks tubing on it. One has a capped end, the one is the open end. Open end is for your front position where we're gonna stow it on the lanyard and hook back around on the side D's or forward D's, however you want to use it, or for the proper usage, I should say. And on the back end, the screw, you can take it out, but it's marked different colors so that you know and you can visibly distinguish which end is the good side, which end is the no-no side. You can pop this out so that you can carabiner or attach it somehow onto your harness so that way it's not just flopping about, okay? Now, the Zillon is, if you're familiar with the zigzag, it's a miniature zigzag, okay? Right there. Take a look at it, just a real mini zigzag. And from my experience and from what I've always been told and instruct other people is that this system is only a work positioning system, not meant for a descent of great lengths or to work an entire tree, you know, in descent mode. Just as work positioning, standard moving rope style mini system, if you have to use it in that configuration. And it is also used, it's also tested to be used in a single line configuration. However, it performs and functions a hell of a lot better when you're actually using it as a mini MRS system for work positioning aid. But, okay, so it is a pulley on the inside, chain links, make sure that the arrows are all facing upward or towards your working end here. The chain link on the front, this is a very simple tool to use. All right, it's put it on your harness, give it a look over, make sure that it's installed correctly. Okay, you want the pulley. I always put my pulley facing downward, right? I've met people that like the pulley upward so they can tend this way, but I've always installed and put it on my harness just like this. Pulley facing down, or when I'm loaded, it might kink out this way, so that way I can just tend out or down. But however you want to configure it, you can find that out for yourself. Carabiner's on. Now when you're going to initially install the carabiner onto the grommet side, you're gonna fuss around it a little bit just because of that, but it helps keep that carabiner oriented in correct position, and it's not just floating about in the actual attachment hole, splice, soni there. It is recommended that you use a Petzl captive bar on the connecting carabiner here at the bottom to the Zillon. That way it prevents the system or the carabiner from dancing around and floating while you move around magnificently in the crown of the tree. But when you inspect your system regularly, you don't want to be climbing on a system that's faulty and definitely not good. So inspect for wear, heavy wear, abrasion, cracks, corrosion, anything that can compromise the system. And if you feel that the system, if you're questioning the system, then it might be best to get a second opinion or just completely retire the device and get something different, okay? But very simple to use. When it's on this, when it's under tension, it no go. It no go, okay? But when you want to pay out slack, just like the zigzag, depress the top link, collapse, and it pays out smoothly. I kind of blocked the camera there, so we're gonna take that back up, and I'll do it like this. So top lever, push down, and the system just glides, or the rope just glides through. Very easy to use. There's no, how am I gonna get this unloaded? How am I gonna do this, do that? And it's also, so a system like this too, it makes it easy, like other rope grabs, traditional rope grabs that you might see on harnesses. You have to unload and then collapse the rope grab in order for it to pay out slack. Well, this takes and eliminates the need to do that. So if there's an emergency situation or, you know, God forbid something happens, someone has to come up and rescue and you have a lanyard in position, they don't have to unload your body to get that off. They can just depress the link after you've been, or after the victim is securely loaded onto a separate system or made sure that it's secure so that they're not going to swing, fall, etc., etc. Very easy to depress. But this is the Petzl Zillon. Yeah, that's right. The Petzl Zillon. So thanks for checking this video out. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, and then is there a notify bell? Yeah. Oh, yeah. So there is a notify bell, so make sure you do all that good stuff. And check out the Bartlett Arborist Supply app for all your essentials and needs. And yeah, let us know what you think. And yeah, climb safe.